Okay, I have a little a guitar here that I wanted to share that I just did some work on. This guitar is a, I think, 1960s Harmony H1215. I believe it's in original condition other than what I did to it. I got this by trading a guitar that I did some kind of paint repairs to. And I paid $60 for that guitar, and the guy that bought this paid probably about $40 to $50 for it. I know he got it fairly cheap. So when I got it, the top was severely collapsed, and there was a lot of like little, I don't even know what they were, but there was no attempt to even make it look good. There was some pieces of wood wedged underneath the bridge. And I was going to take the back off so that I could fix all the braces and get the top back up. But I was talking to Ken that messes around with these guitars a lot, and he told me, actually spent some time telling me, and he even talked with me on the phone. He's in California and I'm in New Jersey, so that's pretty cool to, but anyway, he was telling me that's like a whole nother level of guitar repair. And he said this, you know, it's not like a huge, it's not like a Gibson or anything, so it wasn't really worth maybe me, if I were to take this apart, maybe he was afraid that maybe I wouldn't get it back together, which is possible. So, and I wanted to play it, so I didn't want to destroy it. So let me tell you what I did. So first of all, I just had a guitar string with two sponges that I, probably for about a month, I was just hanging in here in the F-holes and hanging it up just to try to get some moisture back in it. I was planning to steam the top, but I never did. So I got some moisture back in the top, and after that, I got these clamps from Harbor Freight. I got a few like this, and whoops, that didn't cause any damage, but if it did, that would be fine. So speaking of trying not to damage the guitar, I put these kind of things that you would put on the bottom of your, say, kitchen chairs or something so you don't scratch the floor. I just stuck them onto these Harbor Freight clamps, and these clamps were able to go in and crank up the braces. So before I even put glue on, I did that for a while, for a few weeks. So I was watching it, and it seemed to start to retake its shape again. So after that, I wasn't really able to get in and scrape a whole lot of the old glue off, but actually one of the braces was broken. So I ended up making this thing. I took the top off of a craft brush, and then this is a chopstick. So I angled that, and I super glued that on there, and I was able to dip this in glue and work it in underneath the braces. So I did that, and then I clamped them, and this is the tight bond that I used. I clamped them down, and I left that for like a week setting. And the top has an arch again. It's not perfect, but it has an arch, and I was able to get rid of those braces, or not braces, like little shims. I buffed the whole, I wet sanded a little bit, and I buffed this whole thing with polishing compound, and it brought the shine out really well. This is like a fake figuring with paint that they did back in the day. And it plays fairly well. I added this pickup here. This is kind of like a floating pickup. I added that. This is from CB Giddy Crafter Supply, which they sell cigar box guitar parts and other things. And this has an ear on it. I had two ears, and I broke one off, and I attached the one to this pick guard. And I put these two, this is a volume and a tone knob, and I put a standard jack in there. But the reason why I wasn't really worried about drilling through this pick guard is because it was already cracked here, and broken off here. I just did a not temporary, it's permanent, but I did this. This is a stick-on acoustic guitar pick guard that I just attached to there and trimmed it. So, I mean, maybe if you weren't thinking about it, you might not even notice that. But I think it sounds pretty good for what it is. Oh, the other thing I did, I took, I'll try to get a picture up there, but I saw another guy do this where he put a, similar to a violin, he put a tone post in there that pushes up on the braces, and I did that. So that's unplugged, and then I'll do a little sample plugged in, which I already did, and I couldn't even really play a whole song because just the way I am. I guess I'm just embarrassed of people hearing me, neighbors hearing, and I did my best to record how it sounds. So hopefully you'll get an idea of what this pickup sounds through my not so great playing. And I even wanted to sing an old-timey song, and maybe I'll put some of the outtakes of that. But anyway, the only other thing that I should have probably done is darken these. I thought it looked cool and legit, so I wanted to leave it like that, but it kind of, when I'm playing, it kind of tricks my eye. I'm kind of deceived thinking that's like a dot for the fret marker. But if you are interested if you have one of these types of guitars and you're interested in repairing this the correct way, I saw there's a guy, and I'll try to find a link to his channel. He did a whole series on this same exact guitar that had the exact same problem, exactly. But he took the back off and he redid it, and you could tell he spent a lot of time doing that. And I have seen these, usually in good condition, these sell for about $300. But in my opinion, this is in good condition now for what it is, and I won't be selling this because I got this through a friend, and he traded me. He was generous enough to trade me this, which I think had a higher value than what I traded with him with. So anyway, listen to this sound demo, and you'll hear it's a really good pickup. It's not even ground to the strings, and it sounds really good. And I was playing it through a Behringer amp, which I just got, and it's used, and I don't even know the settings. I just set it to wherever it was. So that's what you'll get in the demo. One, two, three. Well, way down yonder in Louisville lived a cat named Big Belly Bill. Wants to tell you, all the cat was rough and tough. He would strut his stuff, had the whole town head scared to death. When he walked by, I can't sing.